This isn't just the same story continuing. This is phase 2. At first, people were just curious. Now, the whole world is paying attention. In the last 48 hours, this story went from, "that's interesting," to, "this is a big deal." Once that happens, it's not just a trend anymore. It becomes something bigger that can actually change things. I am Steve Colano, and this is Confidential Remarks. This wasn't just something random that went viral. It was a sign that something is changing. Think about it like when Netflix changed TV, or when music streaming changed how people listen to songs. This is like that, but for real estate. People are starting to realize they have more power than they thought. In just the last 48 hours, this story has gone global, and it's now estimated to reach between 80 and 120 million views before this story comes to an end. That means people across the world have seen it, on every major platform, across all key audiences. At this level, it's no longer just going viral, it's becoming unavoidable. And when something reaches this kind of scale, it doesn't just get attention, it starts to change behavior. This story exploded because of 3 things happening at once. People are curious about AI. People are already frustrated with how real estate works. The media pushed the story everywhere. When all 3 hit at the same time, it doesn't just go viral, it blows up. This didn't spread randomly, it spread in layers. Each wave made it bigger, now in no certain order. First, big websites shared it. Then, global news picked it up. Then, social media made it explode. Finally, business leaders started paying attention. Each step made the story stronger and bigger. Big websites like MSN and Yahoo shared it. That got tens of millions of views fast. Then, news from around the world started talking about it. At that point, it stopped being just a Florida story and became a global story about AI and the future. Then social media took over. People on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram started talking about it, sharing opinions, imagining doing it themselves. After that, business leaders started asking, wait, could this affect us? That's when things get serious. 2 things made this story super easy to share. Saved $100,000. Closed in 5 days. Those numbers are simple and powerful. People instantly understand. That's faster and cheaper than normal. And that's what made it spread so fast. Big names like People Magazine, Fortune, Newsweek started talking about it. That's important because when big trusted brands talk about something, people start believing it's real, not just hype. A lot of people think this story is just about AI. It's not. That's actually missing the point. If you only think AI did this, you miss the bigger change happening underneath. This is really about people gaining control. People are starting to realize they have more choices. They don't have to follow the old way. They can take control of big decisions, especially when it comes to something as big as buying or selling a home. Old way, one path, one system, industry had all the control. New way, multiple options, more flexibility, people have more control. This isn't a small upgrade, it's a complete flip. This isn't just tech companies changing things. It's regular people starting to ask, is there a better way to do this? First comes awareness, then comes action. And when enough people act, the whole system changes. What's happening now is just the start. AI will become normal soon. People will want more choices. The old system will struggle to keep up. The future is already starting, whether people are ready or not. Right now, the industry is arguing, but people are deciding, and that's the biggest shift. Because now, it's not just about what companies say. It's about what people choose. And in the end, you decide. This has been Confidential Remarks.